on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
They run for the first time with Justice Hill. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the Jets' 28-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
It's 1st and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. Now here's Hill. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
the Jets have got it. And some room to maneuver. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
We're going to sign. 53 is the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 53 is the mic.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Bring a lady. Twist.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is Bell. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Push him back. Push him back. 49.
Now it's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Hey, dude.
Motion.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And that is going to be incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
3. Mike 3. Blue down. 30.
He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. We got to step it up.
It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter play.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Let's go, D. Kill. Check.
On 2nd down, Hill. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Bell first down and then some. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, 62 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go play action now. Jackson, he'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Brandon Copeland came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. fielded at about the 28. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The veteran Connor Barwin in on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and 1.
53, Mike. Hey, let's get in that hole. Hey, lady. 53 to Mike.
Hey, exit.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Let's go.
3rd and long. It's Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, lady. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Deuce. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Yeah. Under 10. 10. Shift. Check 31. Watch the ship. Hey. Hey, lady. Ship.
Here's Bell. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens' 36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch it. Hey, lady. He's checking. Crash.
Now Bell. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
Let's go, folks.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First down, and it's Hill again. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
Ready. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the backer, watch the backer. Swing, anyway.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator. What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. 3 out, 3 out.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
25.
They'll go again with Bell. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
Kill.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Check 49.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, let's get that ball, man. Hey,
Smooth draw quarter.
shoot. Rush in.
Bell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check safety.
Go, lady.
Sponge. No. Hey,
They'll run it with Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Let's see what you got. Kill. Watch the edge.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
That's it. Hey, let's go.
They'll run it with Bell. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On the counter, here's Bell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 49-yard line.
Check. The mic. Check. 48.
Lady.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up. Check.
A give to Bell. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll give this to Bell running right, and he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
We've seen this offense go for it on fourth down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. So a big one coming now for Giorgio Tavecchio. This to break our fourth quarter tie.
61-yard attempt.
And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll begin with much more advantageous starting field position than they did on their last drive as they come up here 1st and 10.
No. Off. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 80. Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Come on. Check, lady. Switch. You go tight. You got tight right there. Check three.
Again, it's Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Jets on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball, let's get that ball right here.
The give is to Bell, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the left foot of Giorgio Tavecchio. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in an evenly contested AFC title game, that very likely was the kick that'll send them to the Super Bowl.
And that's why you and I are up in the booth. Can't even imagine the pressure he was under right there. I mean, that's a career definer. And he stepped up and calmly put it through the uprights.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go. Do it.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal, incredible.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.